going to be looking at the new moon in Leo. It takes place at the end of July. Ooh. Got one popping out already. Okay. And so we're going to pull some oracle cards, and we are going to pull some tarot cards. And this new moon takes place in your 3rd house. So this is all about how you communicate. This is the house of Gemini, or it's not the house of Gemini because it's in Leo, but for Gemini, Leo is the 3rd house. But the 3rd house always represents thinking, the way that you think, the way that you communicate, the way that you show up in the world, all of that. Well, I think the very first thing we're going to be looking at is lovers and the way that lovers are in our life. Unpause. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and pull some of these. Yeah, I mean, there's love in everything and everything around you. And there's something about the way that you perceive love. It feels like the way that you perceive love. And for some of you, there is this idea of entering into a relationship. Oh, wow, look right here. The very bottom. I love this. I love when things like this happen. I haven't even pulled the cards yet. You have the Ace of Cups with the beloved. So there's this potential for love springing up. If you have an existing relationship, I'm seeing a change in the perception of the way that you view the relationship and being able to see the divine in other instead of projecting onto them things that that you may be going through, but looking deeper to see the true self in there that's actually growing in the process. And that's what we're looking for is the true self that's deep inside. For other ones, you know, there's this idea of falling in and out of love. And oh, so interesting. There's this idea of falling in and out of love that comes in, and what love is and what it is to offer love. And in both of these, it's so interesting because this card was just on the bottom, and I scooped it up really quick because there's the hand holding the heart, the hand holding the heart. So I see really an offering of love that's coming in, and there's a page of Pentacles here. So this could be with somebody younger, this could be with an earth sign, but I'm seeing that it could be somebody that, you know, maybe it's not all the way grounded if it's a new love. But there is some wisdom in here, there is some learning in here, because there's guidance coming in that from like the upper world, from the upper realms, and there's a celebration and there's a good time for fun. So if you're meeting somebody new, I feel like getting out and about is where you can meet them at, through networking and through communicating and acting from a place of faith and moving forward. For other people, I really feel that this is an offering that maybe you have to the world that could be that could have something to do with communications and in communications, especially this being the 3rd house. So, but I'm getting that it's really good for you to take some time and set some time aside to really listen to what's going on in the upper world and listen to the guidance, but also to act and to move forward. See how there's movement forward here, and there's also movement forward here, and the movement forward is on top of the will, and the will represents change and represents something new that's coming in. And so the movement forward here is acting from faith even when you have doubt. It's showing up and not listening to that part of your ego that wants to be like, don't move forward, you know, don't go out, or have doubt in like where the path is taking you. So if you have something that's presenting itself to you, to actually trust, it's not having faith in yourself and the outcome, but it's having faith in the cosmic intelligence, because what you have next is the coyote. And the coyote is the trickster. And I really feel like this one can be your energy, definitely could be your energy a little bit, where you're being a trickster, but I feel it almost like the universe is being a little trickster, a little bit of a trickster on you. And gosh, some of you could have 2 different guys or 2 different people, not necessarily men, but 2 different lovers that, you know, could be battling over you, and you're just kind of like, okay, like I'll see what happens. I'm definitely seeing that with somebody here. And these detours that you're going through that seem like they might be leading you away from what you actually want in the long run are not. they are actually getting you closer. And so they're bringing you to a place of growth and a place of understanding, and to be able to move out of the standstill that it feels like that you've been in, and to move on from the space that you've been in. And so you actually have to choose to take the blindfold off and step forward and allow what seems like a detour that could be actually for your growth here. Because some of you do have to make a sacrifice. There's sacrifice energy here. Between these two cards here, there's definitely sacrifice energy. So somebody does actually, you have to make a sacrifice. And you have to continue moving forward and continue to go, even if you lose faith. And even if you don't see in this detour and you don't see how the outcome can be there and what can be there for you, there's a need to still show up, because in this sacrifice, there is substance and there is something really good that is coming to you, that is coming to feed your soul. So that's really really a prominent theme here. We have this gold here of learning and of knowledge, and somebody coming in, and in the sacrifice, somebody coming in and actually feeding you. And here's this actual feeding. So sometimes taking a step back or taking a step away, even if maybe you want the relationship or you want this certain thing, there might be a different route to get there than you actually can see. And so having the faith that it's going to continue to move forward despite what you see or what you don't see currently. And so we're going to pull 4 more cards and look at this a little bit deeper. Yeah, some of you really could meet somebody while you're out and about and networking, for sure. If you're looking for love, my suggestion is get out there. Just go do stuff. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's going on for my Gemmies? I love this card. This is a moment after tarot. This is so much fun. So she's just like pouring out her water, and some of you, it's like you have tunnel vision, and you're just moving forward so fast towards the light, and you can't see anything else except what's in front of you. Gemini is such a fast speed card. My ascendant's Gemini, so I always enjoy doing. I enjoy doing all of them, but I always enjoy doing these. All right, what else is going on for my Gemmies? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Give or take about a week around this new moon. Yeah, trust the process. Totally trust the process. It's like so, I know that sounds so vague, but there is something good with work that's coming here, where it's like where it's like the difference of you working for somebody else versus working towards your purpose, and having your purpose available and there for you and there with you, wherever you're at. And there's this feeling of groundedness, of balance, of healing, and definitely in the relationships. I see that again right here in the relationships. There is healing. There is healing from grief and the things that need to be walked away from, and the travels that need to be go on. Some of you may be really mourning something or mourning the loss of something, but there's more going on here than that. There's a deeper perspective going on here than that, where really you have the opportunity to really look at who you are in your inner child and how that affects what you carry as you walk into the world. And this is bringing a really strong potential in, and new opportunities, and some really beautiful things. I love this Magician card. Here he's actually working with the elements and getting something out of it, and I think that that's really beautiful. So, yeah, you guys keep going forward and act from a space of faith, for sure. All right, Gemmies, I hope that helped, and I hope that you get some value from it, and that you have a really beautiful new moon and the energy around the new moon. This reading could last, the new moon energy can last for the whole moon cycle, so this energy could last for the whole moon cycle. All right, and I will see you guys at the full moon. Bye, guys.